Imagine a place larger than Europe, colder than any land on Earth, a continent without cities, without borders, without an army, yet watched by the world's most powerful nations. A land where no one lives permanently, but everyone wants access. Welcome to Antarctica, the seventh continent, Earth's greatest mystery. Unlike Asia, Africa, or America, Antarctica does not belong to any country. There is no president, no prime minister, no capital city, and yet more than 50 nations are deeply involved there. Why? Why do superpowers like the USA, Russia, China, and the UK spend billions to maintain bases in a frozen wasteland? Why are military activities officially banned, but military logistics still exist? Why are certain areas completely off-limits, even to scientists? And the biggest question of all, who really controls Antarctica? Tonight, we uncover the hidden history, secret treaties, geopolitical rivalries, and shocking theories behind the world's most mysterious continent. For centuries, Antarctica existed only in imagination. Ancient Greek philosophers believed in a massive southern land called Terra Australis Incognita, a hypothetical continent to balance the Earth. But no one had proof. It wasn't until 1820 that Antarctica was officially sighted. 3 expeditions, British, Russian, and American, all claimed discovery around the same time. From the very beginning, Antarctica was contested. By the early 1900s, explorers from Britain, Norway, and others raced to plant flags. Not for people, but for power. Because beneath the ice, they suspected something valuable. Between 1908 and 1943, 7 countries officially claimed parts of Antarctica: United Kingdom, France, Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Chile, Argentina. Each claim looked like a slice of pizza, stretching from the coast to the South Pole. But here's the strange part. Backhand index pointing right, the United States and Russia never made official claims. Why? Because instead of claiming one piece, they wanted all of it. This tension grew dangerously high after World War II. The world feared that Antarctica would become the next battlefield, or worse, a nuclear testing ground. That's when something unprecedented happened. In 1959, during the height of the Cold War, 12 countries signed a historic agreement, the Antarctic Treaty. It stated, Antarctica shall be used only for peaceful purposes. No military bases or weapons. No nuclear testing. Scientific cooperation only. All territorial claims are frozen, not cancelled. Sounds perfect. But here's the catch. Exclamation mark, the treaty does not say no one controls Antarctica. Exclamation mark, it says no new claims are allowed. Which means, old claims still exist, just paused. Even more interesting, military activity is banned. But military personnel and equipment are allowed for logistics. Clever loophole. So officially, Antarctica belongs to no one. Unofficially, it belongs to those powerful enough to be there. As of now, more than 70 research stations operate in Antarctica. Let's look at the major players. United States, largest presence. Operates McMurdo Station, practically a small city. Advanced radar, satellites, airstrips. Russia, Soviet-era bases still active. Deep interest in geology and subglacial lakes. China, rapid expansion. New stations built at record speed. Heavy focus on resources and space research. United Kingdom, historic claimant. Strong intelligence and climate research. India, Japan, Germany, France. Scientific roles. Increasing strategic interest. Now ask yourself, if this is just science, why such intense competition? Antarctica holds 90% of the world's ice and 70% of Earth's fresh water. If melted, sea levels would rise by 60 meters. But that's not all. Scientists believe Antarctica contains massive oil and gas reserves, rare minerals, untapped resources worth trillions of dollars. Mining is banned under the treaty until 2048. Yes, there is an expiration date, which means countries are waiting, preparing, mapping, watching. Antarctica isn't ignored, it's being studied for future control. Officially, Antarctica is demilitarized. Unofficially, military aircraft regularly fly missions. Satellites monitor the continent. Strategic radar systems exist. Submarines patrol surrounding waters. Why? Because Antarctica sits at the center of the Earth. From there, satellites can monitor every continent. In modern warfare, information is power. Antarctica may be the ultimate surveillance platform. No Antarctica documentary is complete without the theories. Nazi Base 211. Some believe Nazi Germany discovered Antarctica before World War II and built secret underground bases. After the war, the U.S. launched Operation Highjump, 1946. The largest Antarctic military expedition ever. Official reason: training. Conspiracy theorists say they encountered advanced technology. UFO sightings were reported. The mission ended suddenly. No solid proof exists, but many questions remain unanswered. Satellite images show pyramid-like structures. Some believe Antarctica was ice-free thousands of years ago. Ancient maps like the Piri Reis map appear to show Antarctica without ice, centuries before its discovery. Coincidence? Or forgotten history? Mainstream science says natural formations, map inaccuracies, but the mystery fuels speculation. Certain areas of Antarctica are restricted. Not for tourists, not for journalists, not even for scientists without special permission. Why? Official explanation: environmental protection. Unofficially, no one knows. And that's exactly why Antarctica fascinates the world. As climate change melts ice, Antarctica becomes more accessible. China calls itself a near-Arctic and near-Antarctic power. The U.S. sees this as a threat. Russia increases exploration. The treaty prevents conflict, for now. But history tells us, when resources become valuable, peace becomes fragile. In 2048, the mining ban can be reviewed. If lifted, Antarctica could become the world's largest resource battlefield. New claims may emerge. Military presence could return. The seventh continent may decide the future balance of power. So, who controls Antarctica? Not one country, not one army, not one government. Antarctica is controlled by treaties, power, technology, and silence. It is a continent owned by no one, yet watched by everyone. The real mystery is not what Antarctica is today, but what it will become tomorrow. Because the moment the ice melts, the world will rush in. If you think Antarctica is just ice and penguins, think again. It is the last untouched frontier, and possibly the most important land on Earth.